Well, it's a bit frosty this morning to go down river, but it's bright and sunny, so we'll go and see what we can find. Well, it's a nice bright but frosty day down the river. I don't know what you can see through that sunlight. Well, there's a big pile of stones uncovered there, and looking at that pathway I don't think there's any footprints in it, so I don't think anybody's been down. So I'll go see if I can find out on it this time, as long as there's not anything in the water, because it looks cold today. Well, there's still no stones on show under the bridge there, but there's a big pile there. I can't see out in the water there as such, which is good because it looks cold again. So I'll have a look on there, see if we can find out. Now, just a bit of a plain pot there, and I thought it was something, but it's just a acorn cup. There's a bit of white out here, so let's just turn it over and see if we can see out on it. No, just plain. Good, because I didn't want to get my fingers in that lot. A few little bits here. Just plain again. Well, a bit of that black glaze stuff. Let's see. Probably hand coiled. And more of it there. And a bit of a, looks like split glazed pot edge there. They're just very worn treacle glaze. And a bit of RP. Note on the bottom. What we got here? Just base of a pot or something. Well, I thought somebody were flying a drone or something. Oh, can't see. But it's somebody in a microlight, and I bet that's cold up there. Well, lots of bits of stuff there, terracotta type stuff. Yeah, it's got maybe some pattern on. Let's have a look. I can't make out. It might have a bit, it might clean up. Well, the base of a small glass bottle there. And a bit more stoneware. What chunks I've thrown in there in the past. I still haven't washed them out yet. Might be a few bits on here, I don't know. Let's have a look. Edge of a pot. Part of a plate out on it. No, just plain. A bit of a ginger beer or something, I should think. There's something in this bottle, but no, just a bit of RP. Well, very little on there today, and if it's like that when I'm down there, it's going to be a very short video, but Hey up. I've only just arrived here and they're coming. My minions are coming to greet me. Or are they coming to greet Mary? I won't feed you down there. Well, they're all following me. We'll go and have a look down here in shallows. Just walk along edging. See if I can spot out in there to get down to the stones just over there. What you say? Are you following me? Well, it's nice and shallow there, but nothing in. A couple of load of ducks and Mary there. Oh, a bit down there. I'll go and find that bit, see what it is. Yes. There's a bit here. Oh, that's not. Oh well. They're all pestering Mary because she's got the bag of feed. Oh, it's just plain. Right, we'll go and feed these. Are you waiting? Here they come. Okay, you can have some there. Oi, out the bag. And Mary running away from the flappy things again. Oi! Oh. A bit of tile mixing bowl there. Alright, shape of it. Mixing bowl. And another bit a bit further along. Well, we'll see what's on here. And even more mixing bowl stuff. Just throw a bit of pop. Well, we weren't going to film this and just dismiss it as a bit black stuff, but it's got some glaze on the other side. Worn away. Might just see if that cleans up and I can do what with it. Well, Mary's just handed me this. Oh, it's a bead. It is. A nice big blue one. Well, that's a rare find for us, a bead. Big glass one. Well worn. But we'll see what that cleans up like. Alright, well I just spotted this little bit. I just spotted green on it. Just plain green on both sides, it looks of it. Yeah, I'll just leave that. Let it continue its journey. And a chunk of sewer pipe, land drain, whatever you want to call it. And just nearby, I was just switching off and I spotted that, and that's got some patterning on. Oh, that's cold. Some bits of leaves. Oh, that's patterning again on the other side. A little bit there. Right, well there's some white there. Is there out on it? No, just RP. Just switching off again, but just a tiny little tip on it there, nothing much. Nope. I've even resorted to find it, turn it little pieces over now. Now we've got out on this. Oh, I've got some red, but it looks of it. Well, a bit of red and green embossing. What's that there? Just plain. There's something there that's plastic. Bit of a roller or something. We'll get that out. I spotted another bit. Where have I spotted it? Oh, that leaf's covering it now. Oh, there's a little mark on it, nothing. That's cold. There. And that's top of a pot there. A bit of plain there. Well, I turned that just thinking it was going to be plain, but a bit of blue and white on it. Well, a bit here, but look, it's all white again. Well, I can see a pattern on that one, and I know what that is. That's Nottingham Derby wear, very well worn. Oh, oh, that's cold. Yeah, Nottingham Derby wear, rolled on design. What do you think, quackers? Oh, you're going away now, are you? Right, well I can spot a few pieces here. Turn some over before I get wet. That's just plain. There's a big chunk here. Oh. Oh no, that's got something on. Oh. It's the back of a tile. Oh well. Right, we've got something here. I don't know whether that's green algae on it or a pattern. Let's find out together. Oh, a bit of a handle. Oh, I don't know if that's algae or a pattern on it. Oh, there's definitely a bit of a pattern on that. Oh, SH grade 1, take that water's cold. Well, Mary's holding her hand out, so it looks like she's got something. Hope it's not as good as that. Oh. And a bit of a pagoda. I reckon that's willow. There's always some willow. Oh, that's a good bit, but I just spotted something while we're walking up. There's at the back of a tile, a bit of pot. Oh, that's a bit of decorated tile. Another one I was just playing around with without filming. I just thought, oh, it's just a bit of a pot, but that's one pattern on the back. Well, Mary's shouting at me, but I just turned a stone over and spotted that. So we'll do this one first. Looks like probably a bit of Asiatic going off the faded blue of it. Right, let's see what Mary got this time. Oh, something with a bit of maker's mark on. Is that surf? Well, bit of a maker's mark on that. Oh, they're all coming out because Mary's got some food for them again. And it might be tomorrow before we feed them again. Well, only a few bits here today, so video and save me. Alright, what else did you get for Christmas? Right, the bits from down the river this time. And there were just these two bits from the far side, a bit of that post-medieval redware type stuff. And that piece that's cleaned up a lot better than what I thought it would. Bit of a faint pattern on. And whatever that is, got some metal, I don't know if it's a handle of something or other. Even something from the mill. And that's Daphne barking in the background. And the big flowery bit, it's cleaning up a lot better. I'm using a different method of cleaning them up now, and it seems to be working. And just a bit of dough ball redware type stuff, a bit of a curve on it there. I just like the pattern on it that it's worn through like that. And a bit of colour on some embossing, probably some vase. And this with a bit of flower and a leaf on, and probably a little bit of the maker's mark on the back. I think that's one of them diamonds where it tells you manufacturer, year and manufacture, but there's not enough there to make out what it is, but that'll make something quite nice. And a chunk of Nottingham Derby ware. Always in this greyish stuff but brown glaze on it. Very well worn. And these are just put on with rollers. You know, there's all sorts of different patterns. And people think they get ones with all the fancy markings on. Think it's ancient and near enough hieroglyphs on them. But it's not. It's just a random roller. And this, I cleaned it up because I thought there was something on it, but it's just the staining that's got into the glaze. And through the glaze into the clay. So I just thought I'd show it. And handle, a little bit on, fancy handle, just a tiny little bit on. More of that redware terracotta type stuff, a lot of inclusions, so it might be quite old or just local stuff used on the farms. Could have even had a slip glaze on or that's just wore through where it were coil made. And this big chunk, don't know if it's a tile which way it goes around, whether that's for the cement going in, but there is a number on the side there, 267. Probably off a fireplace or something a bit decorative. And probably Asiatic, but it could be something else. And probably a bit of willow or another style. Well, that's one of the birds there. But big fresh break on it there, which is a shame. But one of the pieces that Mary found, so it's a nice piece. And a nice big glass bead that Mary also found. And I think this is only the third one that we found. We found one on the field and one other down the river. But this is the biggest one that we found. So it's a nice find for us and a very rare find. And finally, this piece, which I thought was a maker's mark. Again, recent break on it. But when I looked at it like that, I thought, why would they put the maker's mark on the side of a mug? And then I thought, serve? Oh, what's that one? But when you turn it that way, NAV and Y. And that got me thinking, that is a nappy mug. And I know exactly where that's probably come from. And just to show, it's that bit there of the nappy logo off a mug. And what would a nappy mug be doing down there? Well, a couple of 100 yards up the river, and that's the mill that it come from. This photo's taken 1900 or something like that. And like I say, this is taken from the bridge, and I'm normally just larking just down here at the side of the bridge. That's gone now. It went in the 60s, 70s. It's now a housing estate. Our house is just over there somewhere. And that's the second mill there. There was one there for a couple of years before it was demolished or extended into this one. This one was built in 1799. In fact, the whole village was built as houses for the mill, and you couldn't have one of the houses unless you actually worked at the mill. And Why would it come from the mill? Well, during the war, the Royal Engineers were based there because the mill had come out of use in 1930 and been sold for storage. So they would have had a naffy canteen there. So that's where the mugs come from. A little bit of very local history. Something that was put out years ago for Heritage Day down here. And like I say, that's the mill from the other side of the river, the road there. The bridge is somewhere here, the river's just at the base there. That's looking up our road. I say them are all still there. And there's all houses built down here, but they were built in 1911. So it's an old photograph. And a bit of a colour one of it there. And just trying to find about the engineers. There they are. Some of the engineers down at the mill. And like I say, just past where that flag post is where our house is built now. And the old mill. It's quite an interesting book about the village here. And on the back page, somebody with a hat and some young lady there, which is me and Mary. So, a little bit of history from me waffling on. Just about a tiny little shard. So it's goodbye from Mary.
Goodbye from Stephen. Bye.